Hello, Meow.
Oh, Meow.
And welcome back to the channel.
I'm Shift.
And I'm Electro.
And we are
Shift Roll Art.
Oh.
And we hope you guys enjoy today's video.
And don't forget to like it, Susan.
And let us know what you think.
I heard there's a comment section.
And with that, let today's video begin.
Hey guys, and welcome to our current video, the one that we made so long ago in a distant past.
Yes, that I totally forgot about. So Shift's gonna do all the talking, and I'm just gonna sit here and enjoy his company.
Oh, my dulcet tones.
Yes.
Straight away, these cards are made from prompts. Those prompts are three things usually. The prompts for this one is fennec, Flora, and I have no fucking idea what the third one is.
Yeah, you gotta decide not to do the third one. Like,
yeah.
Fuck you.
So, Electra here was feeling like meh about doing the other prompts that I gave him. I gave him two prompts, and I'm just like, I have a secret prompt for myself. I'm going to do this prompt because I have a great vision for it, and I want to do it exactly how I wanted it. And I didn't want any, what would you call that? The thing where artist liberties, where an artist will take things and they'll go, I'm just going to put my own spin on it and make it more basic. So I didn't want any artist liberties to go into this picture. So I'm like, I'm going to do it. I'm going to do it not as good, but I'm going to do it fucking justice. You were feeling a little bit down, and I was just like, I've got a secret prompt. If you want to hear about it, you can hear about it. And if you want to steal it, you can. It's fine. I won't be emotional. And then I said, I'm going to do a fennec fox that is also a plant that its tail is big and bushy, but it's wrapping around like vines. And there's going to be even spikes, thorns coming out of it like a rose bush. And it's just going to be fucking magical. And I told you, and you loved it.
So I stole it.
You took it.
It's now mine. No.
Now, I feel like you did do it justice. I mean, you did do a couple of sketches that were a bit questionable. You didn't do the wrapping vines originally. You originally did just one big vine that was really, really ugly. And I'm so glad you come to common sense. But, okay, well, that's that concept. And you can speak if you want.
So as you know now, I stole it from Shift because he's the brains and I'm just the one that can draw lines.
I'm the cute face that does stuff and shit.
So what if that? And I think it looks really cool. I like the idea. It turned out really nice.
Yeah, and I'm so happy with. I wanted to do winding branches, it was kind of like when you remember that movie where that dude was at the bridge and then there was that giant dragon and she was like, "Rawr," and then there was all these thorns and it was like he was trying
Sleeping Beauty?
Yeah, that one.
Yeah.
I wanted the thorns to look like that, and I wanted them to come off the ears, and I wanted when I explained to you, I want the back leg and the butt to be sprouting leaves that kind of goes into the winding vines. I'm just like, you did it. It's so...
It's usually initially we're like, oh, flowers and stuff like that, and they're like, hold up a second, let's not do any of that, and then throw everything onto the floor. It's no, let's do it more grungy and stuff. I don't know.
Girl, you're all about those flowers. I have allergies. Flowers are dead to me. Flowers are toxic to me. They're evil. I wanted something pretty, like thorns.
Yeah.
So to me, thorns are pretty because they're like, look at me and my sickening self, don't come near me. But yeah. Anyway, with the color scheme, I had this in mind the entire time. I wanted to use pinks and I wanted to use greens and I wanted to use violets. So I'm like, yes, this is going to be about you and your colors, but I'm also like, nah. I'm not going to do that generic thing where I just do dark greens and different greens and blah, 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 blah for plants. I wanted to do the flower concept for the actual thing. Now, I have a reference picture. If everyone goes onto their Google machine and they type in colorful aloe vera, this is the whole inspiration for it. The ear shape like that is because of an aloe vera leaf. And the colors you see in this are actually from these brightly colored aloe vera.
Yeah.
So that was actually like my initial thought of the tail was the leaves that went, the petals that went into the branches that were twirling around. It's actually supposed to be aloe vera leaves at the butt. And the thorns were not only from Aurora, that's the style of the Meow.
Yeah.
But the whole thorn idea was I wanted to do an aloe vera. Oh, that was the third prompt. The third prompt was aloe fucking vera.
Okay.
So it's aloe vera, and then it's the fennec fox, and then it's plant. But I mean, plant and aloe vera, same thing.
To me, it turned out like when I went to shade it, I was mixing the pinks and the greens together and like these weird overlay things that I was doing. I was like playing around with it. And I was like, oh my god, just reminds me of watermelon now, and all I want to eat is watermelon while I'm drawing this picture.
Well, in these actual colored things that I got for the prompt, they actually had these like white stripes through them and like gently like dusting of like spots, like freckles. I'm like, it's a freckled plant.
Yeah.
I'm like, I got freckles. I'm like, I'm a fennec fox thingamajiggy.
Yeah.
Like, it's so relatable. I mean, it's relatable on a whole other level.
Yeah, like this picture is basically all you. I just draw it and then shaded it. But the rest you were like, yeah, this, and then this, and then this. I was like, yeah, that's cool, I can do that. And then, yeah, see, really?
You're like, how do I even draw an animal? I have no idea, I've never drawn one. And I'm like, bringing up all my credentials, like, look at all these pretty animals that I drew. Like, take inspiration from this. And you're like, okay.
I think I just like went side profile because that was the easiest to figure out. Like,
It so is. Whenever I draw an animal on any other thing,
yeah.
it goes in a you're dead to me pile. As soon as I do it on a side profile, I'm like, damn, you are so good. You're so detailed. Every portion is on point.
It's like as soon as those two other legs come into play, it's like it just goes down here from there.
Yeah.
It just doesn't work.
I mean, if you want me to create something that's symmetrical, nah. If you want me to create something that one of the legs is all weird and wonky and that's supposed to be how it is, and then the other leg is like poised and beautiful, then I can do that.
But don't expect me to replicate that.
Yeah, I mean, too poised and beautiful, that's too much to ask.
So that's what I went with. I think it looks cool. I think it looks like I didn't really like completely fudge it and just like I looked like I could do it.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what it turned out like, and I'm happy with that.
I mean, you are not good at animals by any measure. I mean, if you want to draw a cat, it ends up looking like a whole different species. Like, I don't even know what that species is, but that's the point here. It's a whole other species. It may be a fennec fox. It may be something new.
Yeah.
You've just created a new creature. Congratulations. High five awesomeness.
So I really liked how it turned out. It turned out to be like my new favorite magical card when I draw it.
Yeah, mine too. I would look at it and I would be like pretending like I'm some undescript person that flips their card around and then puts their magical wand on and goes, card of cardness is carding card.
And then it just pops out.
Yeah.
That's your spell, just card.
It's so simple and so brilliant. It works.
I just imagine like, right, in animes when they're doing that stuff, the other person's just sitting there watching them act like a fool.
Me too. I'm like, you know those Sailor Moon transformations? She had in public.
Yeah.
I'm like, you know what you're doing is nasty.
It's like some random just like drawing by saying, what the fuck is this bitch doing? What is that? And she just twirling around like it's like, oh Jeff, look at this hoe! She lost all her clothes! Like
So anyway, I think that's it. Like, you can talk about shading, but it's pretty self-explanatory.
Yeah, shading to me is like, you know, burn and dodge, add a little bit of texture here, do some overlays. It's pretty basic. So, we hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let us know of how you think it turned out, and what would your ideas be for if you did a Flora card.
Or just create 3 prompts of your own, draw a picture, solely because we asked you to, tag us on Instagram and we'll give you that clout.
Yes, we'd love to see you guys' creations. You know, I'd love to see what other people do for magical cards because they're so awesome. I love making them, and I just want to print them out.
Yeah, like for my magical cards, they would not like this one is like beautiful and cute and bright. That ain't me. But like it is like I use saturated colors, but I would do something a lot darker and a lot more like.
Your deck would like be the complete opposite of mine. Mine's like all bright and colors, like creepy and rotting and.
It wouldn't be rotting, it would just have multiple limbs coming out of weird places.
Alright guys, we'll see you next time. Don't forget to
like and subscribe.
Bye meow.
Bye meow.